Today I want to talk about the Blackfish, also known as Brynden Tully, and the only Tully worth a damn. The last time we see Brynden Tully is at Riverrun before he makes his daring escape, and the castle surrenders to Jaime Lannister, who is waiting outside with a Frey host. When the Kingslayer discovers that the Blackfish has escaped, he thinks to himself, Brynden Tully will keep on fighting no matter what. He even suspects him of joining up with Beric Dondarrion and the Brotherhood without banners. But I do not think this is the way for Brynden Tully to keep on fighting. The Blackfish is a seasoned warrior, and I believe he will join up with Aegon Targaryen, better known as young Griff. I believe he will join Aegon and the Golden Company at Storm's End. From Riverrun to Storm's End, it is 860 miles minimum. I did the math and looked it all up on Westerosi maps, which would take 46 days to walk if you walked 12 hours a day. If Brynden Tully managed to get himself a horse, which is extremely possible, perhaps from House Blackwood, one of the only remaining houses in the Riverlands still holding out for Robb Stark, he could make the journey in 29 to 30 days. So he would be in time to meet Aegon at Storm's End. Perhaps Brynden will do something similar to Barristan Selmy, getting to know Aegon before swearing him loyalty. Sir Brynden is extremely loyal to his family and will not want to see the Tully name die out, and a Riverrun pass to the Freys, so Aegon is the logical person to join up with, as he is fighting the Lannisters as well. Sir Brynden also seems to take his knightly vows very seriously. Knights swear to defend their king and obey their king. I believe Sir Brynden will consider the Targaryen heir the rightful king, now that Robb Stark and Robert Baratheon are both dead. I believe it is extremely possible that Brynden and Edmure swore an oath to, where possible, restore the Tully name. They did have quite a few hours to talk and come up with a plan. It was probably Brynden's plan, as Edmure seems to be not the brightest bunny in the pen, but he does seem to be the smartest and kindest of the Tully siblings. There is also quite a lot of foreshadowing that the Blackfish will be loyal to the Targaryens again. We know that before Robert's rebellion, Brynden Tully fought for the Targaryens in the Stepstones in the War of the Ninepenny Kings, also known as the Fifth Blackfyre Rebellion. He won praise and valor for his bravery during battle. There is also the small point that the Blackfish is named after Brynden Rivers, also known as Bloodraven. And we all know how much emphasis George R.R. Martin likes to put on his characters' names, so I believe this point is very significant. We also know that Edmure and his pregnant wife are travelling to comfortable imprisonment at Casterly Rock, and if the Blackfish wants to help free Edmure, he is going to join the people fighting the Lannisters, because this will be his best hope of freeing Edmure. If Edmure is freed, I believe the Riverlands will rally around him, and if he owes his freedom to Aegon Targaryen, the River Lords would be a great boost to Aegon's cause. John Connington will see this for sure, and promote Brynden Tully as an advisor and ally. John Connington will also see that having somebody like the Blackfish on side will lend credibility to Aegon. Whether he is a pretender or not, I believe John Connington may also name Sir Brynden to Aegon's Kingsguard, making Aegon's story and Brynden's story run parallel to that of Daenerys and Barristan Selmy. But we're going to have to wait for Winds of Winter to find out whether Brynden Tully is going to turn up anywhere at all, but I think if he turns up, he's going to turn up right next to Aegon. But what do you think? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. And as always, this is just my opinion. Please remember to help out and like this video if you enjoyed it. You can also follow me on Instagram at Lady Jessica Riddell and on Twitter at Jessams. I post on Twitter regularly about my videos. If you want to see more book reviews, character comparisons and fan theories, please subscribe to Jessie Bear Book Club. I try to post a new video at least once a week. See you next time on Jessie Bear Book Club. Bye!